I work the overnight shift at a rundown gas station off I-265, just outside of Jeffersonville. It's the kind of place where time crawls and nothing ever really happens, except the occasional meth head asking to use the bathroom to wank. And some truckers come in and out, grabbing burnt coffee. I'd been there for about 6 ass months before the night I found the phone. That godforsaken phone. One night, it was around 3:45 a.m. on a Tuesday. I was closing up, taking the trash out. Smell of hot ass shit and balls filled the air when I noticed something glinting in the corner of the dumpster, glass catching the dim yellow of the backlot light. Curiosity got the better of me and I pulled it out. It was a phone. Cheap, off-brand. Looked like one of those knockoff Chinese models you'd find in a bin at the flea market. The label just said AEAS hole in crooked letters. The screen was cracked and the casing was scraped up like it had seen some shit. I don't know why I even bothered, but I popped out my SIM card from my phone and stuck it in this one. The phone booted up slowly, like it didn't even want to turn on. The screen flickered with strange artifacts and it loaded up a home screen full of unfamiliar, half-translated icons. Most of the apps crashed when I opened them and the camera only worked for a second before it would freeze. But there was a photo gallery. In the photo gallery there were maybe a dozen photos. Most were blurry, really cryptic, or just completely black. One of the photos I made out was L.A. Beezy jerking off. And there was a video of a black kid.
2 orange and Colgate challenge in the middle, let's go.
But one of them caught my eye immediately. It was a man, at least I think it was a man. This image was heavily compressed, more so than the other ones, like it had been saved and resaved 1,000 times. The figure, whatever it was in this photo, was lit by what looked like the flash from the phone itself, caught mid-grin, teeth too wide, lips too thin, and eyes that didn't quite reflect the light, just dark, dead. But what really messed with me was the feeling the photo gave me. Like, he wasn't just looking at the camera. It was like he was looking through the screen and at me, like he could see me. I stared at it too long, longer than I should have. For some reason, I took the phone home with me. That night, I remember I could hardly sleep. I decided to yank one out just to feel hella better, but that image was still burnt into the back of my eyelids. It was around 2:30 at night. The phone buzzed and my heart nearly stopped. There was no number, no message, nothing. Just a buzzing noise, like radio static layered with a strange, heavy breathing. I tried to go back to bed and turn the phone off. Or so I thought I did. It buzzed again about 15 minutes later. Same dreadful noise. Then again at 3:07 a.m. Then again just a few minutes later. But this time, it made a chime I'd never heard before. A slow, warped noise that sounded like an old 1990s dial tone. Absolutely panicked, I immediately powered it off, removed the battery, and shoved it in the fucking kitchen drawer, hoping to forget about it and get back to sleep. At around 4 a.m., it rang again from inside the kitchen drawer with no battery in it. I should have thrown it away then and there, but I didn't. Something about that photo, about him, it kept pulling at me. The next few nights, I barely slept. I kept the phone off, wrapped it in tinfoil like some real paranoid shit. Still, for a week, every night around 3 a.m., I'd hear something from the kitchen. Whispers, garbled static.
2 orange and Colgate challenge in the middle, let's go.
And one time, the faintest voice felt like just behind my ear. A voice that said, "You're trying to blow up." I started losing sleep more and more, losing track of time. My manager even asked if I was on drugs. I looked like shit, pale and twitchy. Every shadow during my night shifts looked like a person. Then came the call. It was the end of a long shift, maybe my 10th day straight working. I stumbled home, crashed face down on the bed, and like clockwork, sometime around 3 a.m., that phone rang. I was almost used to it at this point. This time, it wasn't a ringtone. It was like someone was in the kitchen, like bone tapping on metal, slow, rhythmic. I checked the phone. The screen was lit up with a video call request. The name read, Mr. Scary. I stared at the screen for what felt like forever before I built up the courage to answer. What I then saw wasn't a person. It was that disjointed face again, but this time it was moving, twitching in slow, unnatural jerks like someone was puppeteering it. That smile never changed, and just those dead eyes locked on mine, staring in my ace and my soul. The voice came next, croaking, gargled like it was being pushed through a drain pipe.
You trying to pull up?
I screamed, panicked. I threw the phone. I stomped on it. I smashed it. I buried the pieces in the alley 2 blocks away. It's been 3 weeks since the phone incident. But last night, at 3 a.m. sharp, my actual phone buzzed. One new contact added, Mr. Scary.